You are not compromising
Life
in
will-
your lifestyle.
So
At
I'll
the
tell
same
you-
time, you're getting all the facilities what you were getting in your prime time.
So I've
Rather better than that.
people, loneliness is a big factor. That आप यहाँ पे अद्वैत में आओगे, आपके 10 साल से life expectancy बढ़ जाएगी. This guy from US was saying that I don't feel peace of mind when I am there in the US because I am always worried that if something happens to them, उनको कौन hospital लेके जाएगा? यहाँ पे कोई है नहीं. I can then sleep at peace because मेरे को मालूम है by chance कुछ हो भी गया तो there is medical care there. There is somebody who will take them to the hospital. The ambulance is there and he can sleep peacefully at night. यहाँ पे आपको 2-3 level of amenities and facilities for seniors extra मिल जाते because our structure is going to be complete by this Diwali. Demand in the next 3 years in Delhi NCR alone is forecasted to be at 2 lakh unit the moment it comes for possession, and within 2 years there will be a waiting list for people to get in. Now I'll tell you, for example, for Araya there is a waiting list. People keep calling us, is there any unit and all that. In resale also there are no units available because it's such a premium. This project is going to have very superior rental returns compared to a regular product. I feel it has a superior potential. See, because the area rate is already 20,000 rupees plus per square foot.
Hello friends, I welcome you to the second part of the podcast, Pioneer Advait. I'm Sunil Mohan from SRE India Reality. Now we have Mr. Ashok Bindra with us, the Sales and Marketing Head of Pioneer Group. So we have some questions for you, Mr. Bindra.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I'm happy that you've decided to cover a project, Advait. It was, since this is a senior living project, and senior living projects are not the norm, I think it's a great initiative by you to give information to people and to potential buyers that all about this new segment and what it means for them in terms of lifestyle and other things as well.
सर इसमें बताइए कि आप एमिनिटीज़, स्पेशल एमिनिटीज़ और स्पेसिफिकेशंस की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो क्या व्हाट आर यू डिफरेंट फ्रॉम अदर प्रोजेक्ट्स?
So, as you know, Advait is a luxury senior living project, the way we have coined it. Why luxury? Because apart from what you find in normal luxury apartment, which is like VRV air conditioning and the quality of construction, quality of materials used, and the kind of club. So, for example, one of the things which defines luxury these days is the lifestyle which comes with the apartment. So, for 164 odd apartments, we have a club of 35,000 square foot.
Okay.
So, which means that residents are going to enjoy and maybe spend a large part of their life there at the club, and which is going to kind of define their lifestyle. And don't forget that these are senior living apartments, so we presume a lot of seniors would be living their peaceful retired lives, and they would be spending far more time in common areas and in community areas and in the club than for a regular condominium. So we had to provide for that extra space and that whole feeling for them.
Right.
So, as you were saying, apart from this, when we talk about specific senior living amenities, so one of the main important things in senior living is that we have to take care of all kinds of well-being. So, for example, let's start with the basic physical well-being, which is like as you grow older. So, we need medical care. We need regular medical care at times. There are people who might be diabetic, or people might have heart conditions or something. There are people who might be needing a daily IV or some kind of thing. So first thing is that there is a medical center on premises. So we have a 5,000 square feet medical center. So that means that basic doctor visit, there is a doctor there. So every day you can have basic doctor consultations there. There is a nursing station, you can have your basic IV and everything there, which is a speciality of a senior living facility. Second is there is an ambulance on call 24/7, and also what happens with the primary.
When you say ambulance on call, you need to call an ambulance, or there will be an ambulance stationed at the project?
There is an ambulance station. There is a medical station, a 5,000 square feet medical center station, and as we have told you earlier, We have entered into an arrangement with Fortis Hospitals, Gurgaon, who's going to be providing the medical care facilities, and the initial contract is for 5 years, which will get renewed. But the residents who move in here would have the confidence of a medical facility of the quality and standards of Fortis to be captive in the society there.
अशोक जी, दो चीज़ें मुझे प्रॉम्प्ट करती हैं आपसे पूछने के लिए.
हाँ जी.
जैसे आपने कहा लाइफस्टाइल.
हाँ जी.
होता क्या है कि आफ्टर दी एज, जब हम बात करते हैं, रिटायरमेंट की बात करते हैं, तो आदमी को ये लगता है मेरी लाइफ पूरी हो गई है, मैं अपनी सारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ख़त्म कर चुका हूँ. और लुकिंग एट द कॉस्ट ऑफ द कंस्ट्रक्शन एंड कॉस्ट ऑफ द कंडोमिनियम्स दीज डेज, तो विच इज़ वेरी हाई. तो आप ये कहना चाह रहे हो कि you are not compromising in your lifestyle. So at the same time, you're getting all the facilities what you were getting in your prime time.
So I've
rather better than that.
I've turned 58 this year, and let me tell you, the concept of life after retirement or at this age has changed dramatically. So for example, my dad, when he retired, so he went into spirituality, social service and everything. But our generation, I am very different, and my kids, I'm sure, are going to be different from them also. We still lead a very active social life. I still enjoy my drinks. I enjoy my friends. I like to party. And there are, I want to still live life. So what is happening now, our generation and all of us who are potential people who are buying our apartments also, we have worked very hard, and we have improved dramatically in our quality of life over our parents. And since there was a lot of competition, and since we were working so hard, at times some of us didn't get time to enjoy our life. And we are really looking forward to these years where we can go into a condominium which has everything, and where we spend time enjoying our life now. We are done with our responsibilities. Our kids are settled, they are married, and they are well settled. They don't and most of them, people like us and my friends, the kids are not here. Some of them are abroad. In my case, my daughters are in Bangalore. So it makes a lot of sense for people to move into such a society where there are like-minded people, where they make new friends, there are social connections. And most of all, I talked about the physical well-being earlier. One of the biggest things which we are addressing here is engagement and mental well-being. So here there is a dedicated program manager on the premises. So morning, there is a weekly schedule which is going to be there. Mornings, your mornings start with yoga, community yoga. There is a instructor who is organizing everything. 11 o'clock maybe we meet at the club for cards or for games and everything. Then maybe 1 o'clock we are having lunch together at the community restaurant, because there are options for taking a complete meals package there. You don't need to cook at home. And then, maybe after a small siesta, we are meeting in the afternoons again for karaoke, or maybe at the bar for a drink, enjoying dinner together. So the whole day will have a calendar to keep you engaged. One of the things which I've seen, loneliness is a big factor.
Absolutely.
As you grow older.
I was about to address the same issue, because that means you're keeping the seniors engaged.
Yes.
All throughout the day, improving their quality of life, giving them meaning to their life.
Yes, meaning to. In fact, you'll not believe, we are also trying to tie up with NGOs and even institutes, where some of us can, even who have done very well in our professions, can take up small, probably guest faculty kind of options, or do social service, do community service. See what happens at this age. We also need a sense of belonging and a sense of fulfillment.
That's true.
So we are also trying to take care of that where, people would find a very fulfilling experience. And like, for example, we have the concierge desk. What it means is that tomorrow you need to get your passport renewed, you need to go to the airport. There is a dedicated desk. आपको कहीं नहीं जाना, कुछ नहीं करना. आप वहाँ जाएंगे, there will be a resource who will come with you, who will help you fill the forms, who will help you, maybe you have some bank work. So what we are trying to do is that make your life as hassle-free as possible. Everything under one roof, right? From basic medical facilities, your games, sports, engagement, friends, community, everything there.
I understand, sir. मैं ये आपसे जानना चाह रहा हूँ कि आपका target audience क्या है?
So, I would say target audience is people like me. I recently retired from Times of India as director, and I've taken up this assignment because I really, what should I say? I feel for the whole cause, and I thought I am going to be doing something which I personally believe in. And so the target audience is people like me who have done very well in their careers, have had a fulfilling life, have settled their kids, and now they are looking for a place where they can grow old with their like-minded friends together and not being worried about anything, right, from medical facilities. So for example, the way the apartments are designed, that falls is one of the biggest causes of ill health or harm in elder generation. Every day we keep hearing that so and so, he fell in the bathroom or something happened as you grow older and all that. Even data will show you. So when we are here, the way the construction is there with skid-free tiles and grab rails everywhere, we are eliminating small things which are proven to cause or shorten lifespan as you grow older. My bet, and I joke with my friends and people and even customers who come in, that आप यहाँ पे अद्वैत में आओगे, आपके 10 साल से life expectancy बढ़ जाएगी. Because everything will be taken care of, you'll be happier, you will be physically more fitter. A simple thing, for example, we have kept the ground floor vehicle free, as well as it is on stilts. It's on double height stilt. So we have provided shaded walking areas. That when it is hot in Delhi, the weather, or there is monsoons, the residents can enjoy walks and sitting areas under the stilts.
Yeah. मुझे एक चीज़ बताइए, अक्सर जब
So the TGs, people like me, again to answer your question, people like me and professionals, and also, I feel NRIs is a big TG these days because if you look at especially the US market, most of the migration happened around the late 60s, early 70s and all that. Those are all in the age group of now 70 plus. And we all know in the US, you don't get helps and all that and life becomes difficult. We see a lot of US NRIs coming back to India for extended stays and, wanting to finally kind of settle down here, despite, having such rich lives there.
Are we also targeting younger generation NRIs, those settled abroad, their parents are here, they are worried, always worried. And even हमारे यहाँ, जैसे मेरा बेटा बॉम्बे में है,
so
and he's always worried, the parents.
There you have hit the
so
right
मतलब,
note.
are we also targeting that kind of audience?
So almost 25-30% of the apartments which have been sold have been bought by kids for their parents. We all know that as we grow older, at times we get rigid in our ideas, and it is the kids which are trying to convince them. Especially, we have seen a lot of people from West Delhi and South Delhi selling their kothis and kind of trying to settle here, because we all know maximum jobs are in Gurgaon. So we have sold to people where they are working in Gurgaon and they are telling their parents that बस आप वहाँ पे हो गया, हम लोग बच्चे गुड़गांव शिफ्ट कर गए, आप हमारे पास ऐसी कम्युनिटी में आ जाओ, so that we have proximity to you, and they will feel much safer. Now I'll tell you, especially we had this guy from US who was saying that I don't feel peace of mind when I am there in the US because I am always worried that if something happens to them, उनको कौन हॉस्पिटल लेके जाएगा, यहाँ पे कोई है नहीं. So, the moment he's bought Advait and he's waiting for it to finish and the parents to move in, I can then sleep at peace. Because मेरे को मालूम है, by chance कुछ हो भी गया, तो there is medical care there is somebody who will take them to the hospital, the ambulance is there, and he can sleep peacefully at night.
जी, बिल्कुल. आपने एक अच्छी बात कही कि like people living in South Delhi, West Delhi, East Delhi, living in big bungalows. अब क्या हो गया है कि people are moving into small condominiums. क्योंकि बड़े घरों को जब बच्चे अपने अपने गंतव्य तक पहुंच गए हैं, अपने बिजनेस में या सर्विस में, जॉब में, तो इतने बड़े घर को मेंटेन करना भी मुश्किल हो जाता है. सो इट एंड एट द एज, बिकॉज यंगस्टर्स तो हम लोग जब तक यंग थे तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं थी, हम सब कुछ मैनेज कर रहे थे. बट विद एज, managing such a big house becomes a very big responsibility.
There is a little bit of security issue also. Absolutely. We all know we keep reading every other day in the newspapers that some house help has done this and कोई चोरी करके भाग गया. Even murders are happening and all that because these poor, these older people are a big target for these kind of scamsters.
Absolutely. So what we are offering, what Advait is offering is peace of mind.
Complete peace of mind.
And comfort.
Complete security.
With space.
With space. And also, see, how is it different from moving into a regular condominium? So, अगर कोई वहाँ से अपना घर बेच के किसी रेगुलर कॉन्डोमिनियम में आने से अद्वैत में आना बेटर है बिकॉज यहाँ पे आपको 2-3 लेवल ऑफ एमिनिटीज़ एंड फैसिलिटीज़ फॉर सीनियर्स एक्स्ट्रा मिल जाती है. लाइक मेडिकल केयर एक्स्ट्रा हो गया, ऑप्शन ऑफ हाउसकीपिंग सर्विसेज एक्स्ट्रा होगा, कॉन्सियर्ज सर्विसेज हो गया, फिर आपका ये रेस्टोरेंट सर्विसेज हो गया. देयर इज़ अ डाइटिशियन ऑन प्रेमाइस who is going to, looking at the medical conditions of each person is going to, we are going to have special diets for diabetics, for heart patients. So there is going to be regular meals available which are, at home you cannot prepare specifically, but here we have dietitian prescribed, we can source the best materials and we can give you all 30 days you can have all 3 meals at the restaurant which are specifically prepared for you. With you in mind, on our menu we are going to be having meals for diabetics, meals for heart patients, meals for various things, special dishes.
Sir, this is prompting me a personal question with you. Last time जब मैं आपसे मिला था तो आपने बताया था कि आपके parents शायद वेस्ट दिल्ली में रहते हैं and you working in Gurgaon, so you're always worried. So I understand that that's a good, that if they are living close to you, it's always good.
Correct.
How early this project is going to be delivered? Now, if I understand, एक particular level तक तो already construction आ चुकी है.
Yes. So the first tower we are reaching almost 6th floor. Now I wanted to talk about the construction. We are doing My One construction. So what happens there is that we have the ability to do 3 floors in a single month.
Okay.
And while our RERA is for 2028, you will be surprised that we feel we'll be in a position to deliver the project as early as end of next year, which is 27 and more than a, 26, we are in 25, 26, more than 2 years before our RERA thing. Because our structure is going to be complete by this Diwali or maybe maximum by November. And then 1 year for finishing the whole club and everything, the whole structure is getting simultaneously built. And also, luckily for potential buyers, it's it's only 166 apartments. It's a smaller kind of project. So we are building one, it will be a close-knit community. 2, it would be, the time taken to turn around is much lesser. And so people potential buyers who come and visit would be able to see our lead apartment is ready, our show apartment, lead apartment within the building. Actual apartment is ready, how it is going to be delivered. So our potential buyers can have a first-hand experience, what are they going to get for the money they pay. And second, before the end of the year, they would see the whole structure is complete. And we would start hopefully offering possession by before the end of next year. Maybe hopefully as early as Diwali next year.
Okay, that's interesting. एक चीज़ मेरे दिमाग से उतर गई सर, मैं लास्ट टाइम जैसे डिस्कस कर रहा था कि वी हैव एक्सटेंडेड फैमिलीज, कुछ हमारे रिलेशंस होते हैं, ऑल ऑफ अ सडन कुछ गेस्ट आ जाते हैं, तो उनके लिए मेरे ख्याल से हमारे पास में कुछ एक्स्ट्रा.
Yes. So we have very thoughtfully provided. So some people ask us that काश ये 3 bedroom होता, but we all know that as we grow older, our children are not staying with us. But we still have got used to living in big houses.
Yes.
Now we want to, tell people that in big houses we are just unnecessarily paying maintenance and maintaining those things. We actually don't need them. So we have done a very, very unique concept here. We have provided a beautiful 2-bedroom house with a caretaker room or a third 2.5 kind of a bedroom. Very spacious bedrooms and living spaces. At the same time, we have kept a few apartments as guest houses within the premises. So when you have extended family visiting you, you can use those apartments, and the extended family can be in the same condominium as with you, and you don't have to do a yearly investment of such a large space and pay maintenance on the large space and all that. It actually works beautifully as for a couple.
सर एक क्वेश्चन हर किसी के दिमाग में रहता है, एक क्वेश्चन वो ये कि नॉर्मली प्रोजेक्ट तो डिलीवर हो जाता है, पोस्ट डिलीवरी मेंटेनेंस का क्या हिसाब किताब है, कौन देखता है, और क्या आप जो हमें लाइफस्टाइल आज दे रहे हैं विल दैट लास्ट लॉन्ग?
Yes. So इसके लिए देखो, when somebody is buying and into a new project, and for example somebody from West Indies coming and buying and who doesn't know, and we all know in the news what happens with some builders and all that. So people have this anxiety or this fear, but in our case we have brilliantly delivered projects like Presidia and Araya, where we would invite potential buyers to come and experience the community we have created. Now, our whole value proposition of Pioneer comes in not only from the construction quality and the layouts and how beautifully we design, but how beautifully we run the post-purchase thing. Today, Pioneer Araya in Sector 62 is the most sought-after condominium in this area. And if the area rate is, say, approximately 25,000 per square foot or 20,000 per square foot, Pioneer Araya is not available at 35,000 also. Now I'll tell you how this premium is created. This premium is created by the services you offer and how well do you manage everything. So for example, the Club Zion, which is at Pioneer Araya, is managed by us. The staff is on our rolls. Each of the waiters and the chefs and the cooks have been there with us for ages. They know the whole. So we are able to maintain a consistency in quality. For example, in other condominiums, what happens that club operators keep coming and going. They are not able to maintain the consistency. We don't compromise on services at all. We hire the best in terms of security and other facilities. And the main thing, the club and everything, we maintain. So in the case of Advait also, what is going to be defining is that how we are going to maintain this whole quality. For example, medical facilities, we have already hired Fortis, which is the best in the country in terms of, whatever they are offering. Second, in terms of the canteen and the restaurant and the club area, we are going to maintain it ourselves. And where people can experience Araya, what is the quality we have done. People swear the food at Araya, some of them claim that our dal makhni is better than dal bukhara at Club Araya. So I'm just saying these.
So one can have a good experience, restaurant
very good experience, because
complex
see,
itself.
I'll tell you, when you grow old and when we talk about these, meals which are tailor-made to your health concerns, one of the most important things is sourcing of the right ingredient, the right vegetables, the right things and all that. So what happens is we have that, expertise of managing these services in a very nice manner, so that residents can have complete peace of mind. And, I would feel that if, for example, initially 30% take our catering services and all this thing, over a period of time, maybe 80%, 90% would be not cooking at homes, and they would be saying, nahi yaar, inka khana itna acha hai, hamare tailor-made hai, itna healthy hai, we will, eat there only.
That's good.
So, this maintenance of facilities is our hallmark, and which 2 years down the line, residents would realize that anybody who had apprehensions on, Advait or Senior Living or Pioneer, they would be talking about it. And I'm telling you, 2 saal ke baad, people who know us. So the other day, a senior care specialist company came and they saw the project under construction and everything. They said that आपका ये project 3 साल में double हो जाएगा, इसकी value. इतनी demand होने वाली है. See, senior living as a industry or as a segment is growing very fast.
Absolutely,
See, India,
you're very right.
if you look at the aging population, so by 2050, it is going to be 30% of the population is going to be over the age of 60. And let me tell you, the way India is growing in affluence. So 2 things are happening. One, People have more purchasing power. They have more money when they're retiring, bigger corporates, because
Yeah.
earlier in society, parents used to provide for their kids. But now everybody's kids are well settled.
Absolutely.
They don't need the money. My daughters, both of them are doing well. They don't need our money.
Yeah.
Like our parents used to, always be worried, यार बच्चों के लिए
बच्चों के
छोड़ना
लिए
है,
क्या
बच्चों के लिए छोड़ना है. आजकल हमें छोड़ने की जरूरत नहीं है.
बिल्कुल ठीक
So at retirement, many of the people are left with very nice corpuses
Absolutely.
for their own lifestyles. They travel the world. We recently did an event for a single senior club, and they do 4 international trips a year.
Yeah.
And people are living their life. This is the best place to come and live your life and extend your lifestyle as well as your life expectancy.
Now, this comes to our last question. How do you see the appreciation in next 2 years or 3 years down the line? That is one. And suppose I'm an investor and I want to invest in this. What is the exit policy?
As I just said, appreciation, you don't have to worry. This place is going to have a superior appreciation. Now, one of the factors for appreciation is demand and supply. So we all saw that in COVID, and suddenly when people were working from home and post-COVID, suddenly there was a demand for bigger sizes, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom and all that. In the same society, suppose a 3-bedroom was going at 10,000 rupees per square foot, the 4-bedroom was going at 12,000 rupees per square foot. This premium was created by a gap between demand and supply. Now with Advait and with senior living, a similar situation is emerging. Demand in the next 3 years in Delhi NCR alone is forecasted to be at 2 lakh units.
Okay.
And supply is hardly 5,000 units पे नहीं आने वाली है आने वाले सालों में. So there is going to be a natural gap between demand and supply, which is going to create a premium for the project.
Okay.
And people who are investing or buying it for their own use can be very, very, what should I say?
Assured?
They can be assured, and they can, उनको एकदम चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं है in terms of superior appreciation and value retention. Because in India में क्या है, एक value retention real estate में एक हमारी inherent है कि हम लोगों को चाहिए. इसीलिए सब रियल एस्टेट में इन्वेस्ट करते हैं कि इसमें लॉस होने का तो कोई स्कोप ही नहीं है, और ये रहते भी रहो और अप्रिशिएट भी करते रहोगे, तो इट इज अ डबल बेनिफिट.
Absolutely.
तो पीपल कैन बी रेस्ट एश्योर्ड दैट इट इज वन द लोकेशन, टू द बिल्डर एंड द एमिनिटीज एंड द प्रॉपर्टी व्हिच वी आर क्रिएटिंग, एंड 3 द सेगमेंट. All the 3 are going to add to the premium of this property.
What about the exit, sir?
Now, there is no restriction on ownership of this property. Anybody can own it. So, for example, tomorrow somebody wants to sell it, they can sell it. Now, the only restriction is there that one person staying has to be 55 and above. What it means is that tomorrow, if, for example, somebody passes away and gives it to their kids. Now the kids will inherit it, they can own it. If the kids are not of that age, they can easily rent it out.
Okay.
Or they can sell it, because there is going to be a demand in this segment, and we also are going to help in exits with the right. See, I'll tell you, I feel the moment it comes for possession, and within 2 years, there will be a waiting list for people to get in. Now I'll tell you, for example, for Araya, there is a waiting list. People keep calling us, is there any unit and all that. In resale also there are no units available because it's such a premium. Same thing I foresee happening here, where there is going to be a waiting list for people to kind of enter Advait. So people who are wanting to exit will not have a problem. Secondly, I also want to tell you, suppose even the kids inherit it and they want to give it for rent. This project is going to have very superior rental returns compared to a regular product.
Understand.
Senior living products, I'll tell you, they are going at the rate of 1.5 lakhs per room, not per flat, per room.
Okay.
That is the kind of going rates that people who are aware about senior living. If you want to really hire a room in a senior living facility, the rentals range from 1 lakh to 2 lakhs.
Okay.
Here you are getting a complete 2,000 square feet approximately apartment with 2 bedrooms and with all amenities and all that. I, project rentals for this property to be minimum 1.5 lakhs and above.
Okay.
Whereas a regular 2-bedroom at this would be 60,000-70,000. Rental value is going to be double. So from a child who is inheriting it, he would have options either to sell it, or either
Or
to
rent it
give it
out.
on rent at a very superior rental
Superior
return.
rental
And
return.
also the capital will keep appreciating.
Absolutely.
Because it will be the only senior living facility in the heart of Gurgaon. Because
Absolutely.
it's no more land is available in Sector 50.
Yeah. Just last question. Most of the developers, when there is an exit policy, or I am the owner or the first buyer, and sells it to you, there is a transfer charges. Do we have the first transfer free or anything like? First transfer is free.
First transfer is free. Even people who want to invest in this project as pure investors, who are not wanting to kind of stay in it, I feel it has a superior potential. See, because the area rate is already 20,000 rupees plus per square foot.
Yeah.
And in fact, of these facilities with TFA and the kind of club and the low density kind of a project, I mean, I would feel that it should already be priced at 22,000-23,000, and by the time it comes for possession, it will be more than 25,000. And we are selling it currently at around 19,000. So there is visibility of value
So there
built
is a
into
discounted
the price.
price as it is as on today.
To the market.
Okay. Thank you, Ashokji. It was pleasure talking to you, and nice knowing about the project.
Thank you so much. As I told in the beginning only, that you have taken this initiative to educate potential customers about this specialized offering. And I'm sure, you as well as your investors are going to be very happy with this.
I'm sure this project is going to be rocking.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you, friends, for watching us. I'm Sunil Mohan from SRE India Reality. Thank you.